Okay, we should be up. I should be able to. Oh, it's actually a little bit delayed. Also, I can switch to the other mic. Give me a second. And okay, there. The other mic. Okay, we're good. So give me a few seconds to share this with a few other groups, and then we should be ready to proceed. Final Fantasy. So far, it's been quite interesting. Not Lots of speculation on what works and what doesn't work. Personally, if there's one thing that I'm quite liking, it's the landfall deck. At least I like the potential of all the landfall triggers, and with enough land, like if the landfall doesn't it's not enough to get it going early, then you will end up usually having a few lands, enough lands to go big, to go tall on late. So there is that plan. It also fits really nicely with the land cyclers there. Artifacts is also kind of looking okay, I guess. But right now it's really hard to tell which ones line up, which ones don't line up. But at least that way we are going to do sealed first. By next week we should have enough information to figure out what works. Anyway, hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena Run. Today we are going to be doing a sealed pool for Final Fantasy. Let's get this show on the road. See what we got. So 6 packs. How many rares? 8 rares. Not bad. Okay, so we have the meme Jumbo Cactuar. I really don't want to play this if I can help it. Esper Origins in green. So considering that Esper has a completely different meaning in Magic. Surveil 2, gain 2 life. If cast from a graveyard, exile it and put it on the battlefield, transform. With a finality counter on it. So you get 2 shots of this and you get a 4/4. It's fine, but it's awfully slow. Okay, got Masamune. As long as equipped creatures attacking has first strike and must be blocked if able. If a creature dying, okay, this one. Okay, this one's more for constructed. Let's see, Jill, Shiva's dominant. Okay, Manowar with extra abilities, and it transforms again to do the thing. So blue's looking good. Triple Triad. Okay, this is a bit of a meme. Let's see what we pair it up with. Kuja Genome Sorcerer. Okay, comes with a 0/1. If you control 4 or more wizards, so it spots itself for half of it. Black Red should have additional wizards to make this interesting. So okay, got that one. Kane Traitorous Dragoon. Not looking very great as far as our rares are concerned. Exile target non-land permanent, transform, activate sorcery. Okay. Let's see what lines up from the rest of the pool. But right now it's okay. At least we have quite enough lands to make everything work. We have 2 Crossroads Village. We have a bunch of other towns that on all the colors except black. So it's something to keep in mind. And our other cards, Lunatic Pandora. Okay. World map is okay. World map's fine. Monk's Fist if we need additional creatures, so that will spot us a few steps. Ring of the Lucy. Okay, so if we have to go ramp, that's one thing to look at. Let's go from the colors one by one. So 2 Magitech Infantry. So we're looking to see if we have enough artifacts. So this one's an equipment check. Weapons Vendor, also, if you control an equipment, you may pay 1. Let's draw a card. Not lining up with what we have here because for white we have 0 equipment, so this does not look great for us. We have a white Aura Sight for removal. Fate of the Sun Crystal, so we have quite a good amount of removal. But we don't exactly have... Okay, we have the 2 Monk's Fists. We have the 2 Magitech Infantry. Gaelic Cat, sure. We're gonna be looking for artifacts in other colors though, because it looks like okay, because it looks like we're not getting much here. Okay, the blue was promising. We even get a brainstorm, which we okay. Eject is quite good here. We got some sleep magic. That's fine. Magic damper, ice magic is fine-ish as well. So what do you get? Sahagin, but so we're looking for. We do have a few for to cast spells. Thieves' Knives and equipment, so we got that one. Also, we have the workings of green blue, and we do have enough towns to kind of make this work. I think we can make this work. There's an artifact payoff. This one, sort of, but the blue's looking okay. Okay, if we're gonna go for black-red, we do have cornered by black mages. We have and we have a lot of removal in black. Thornberry is cute, but otherwise it's awfully dry. Like sampling Sate is not great, but it does keep coming back, so there is that. Okay, red has a lot of it. We even get a lightning bolt, so black-red looks like it's gonna work. We have a little. Okay, remember that we don't have any equipment in whites, and this is our only equipment in red. So we're probably gonna go black-red if we do this. I don't think we're gonna. We're not gonna be yachting anything right now. Thunder Magic's good. Suplex is fine. So we have a lot of removal between these colors. Triple Triad, not so sure. Hey, Jericho Aladdin, thank you for liking the stream. Good evening to you too. Yeah, it looks like the red. Okay, the red is looking like it's working. Red, we're looking at red, black, possibly red, blue. Green is also kind of deep enough that I'm considering it as well. But white is kind of out of it. The blue is also very supplementary. Green blue is a consideration though. So whenever you cast your first human, we'll have to do a human check. We don't have any of the good. We don't have any of the good landfall payoffs. Sealed Pool's a bust. No noteworthy rares. Got 1/3 on pre-release. Condolences. Not looking that. Yeah, we got the mean cards, but we don't but what we're missing are good ones. Radius return. VV on the price pack salvage my day somewhat. Okay, yeah. VV is kind of high on the want list there, so that's a good way to pull back there. Okay. So we're definitely going red. It's just a question of what would we go with it. Queen Brown, create a. Okay, we definitely want to do the wizard thing here. I'm trying to see if we can find more wizards, but it looks like we're gonna be having a lot of chocobo here. But this is pretty much what we did last time for. Berry's fine. Triple Triad for the mean. But most of our spells are really cheap, so we're not exactly gonna hit much. We do have to hit. We need to heal Gigas. Mind of that Judgment's fine. Sabotender. Do we have enough creatures? You draw that many cards, create that many treasure tokens, then lose that much life. Do I really want this guy? I kind of have to run him anyway because we're short on cards. Yeah, we'll be forced to play Marlboro, we'll be forced to play Freya. We'll be forced to play the two Monk's Fists. So if we went black-red, lots and lots of removal, but not much in the way of creatures. Like, okay, there's reality check here. These two count as a creature. The red mage's rapier gets us a wizard. Also counts as a creature. So that's So it's actually 10, 11, 12. So 12 to 11. The two cornered black mages also gives us a creature. Not exciting though, but. And Ron gives us an. And the two called the Mountain Chocobo gives us creatures as well. So in reality, we actually have enough creatures here. But we are scrounging quite a bit. So instead of that, if we were to do... If I kept the black just for this and we went with green instead, what would we put in here? I definitely put the Esper Origins, just to have something good. Chocobo Kick is an alternate removal spell. Giselle Greens is fine. We definitely need top end, so these two go in. World Map goes in because we'll need a way to grab a swamp. We're missing the cards that there's a town greeter, but we're missing the cards that actually search us. And how many humans do we have? 2 humans, so Torgal's not fine enough for a hound. So we have... So this one's a bit more conservative, but not looking great either. Yeah, I might be sticking with black red at this rate. If I went with blue, also it's interesting to note that when you look here, you don't see the alternate name, you see the actual Magic card name. Do we have anything that checks for casting 4? In red, no. And in blue, it's really just the Sahagin. We do have quite a few spells that are 4 or more, so... Then I'm still gonna be splashing this. So we still want the world map. That world map can stay there. We also have the 2 crossroads villages, so that can help us as well. Capital City, not so much. But yeah, we can cut down to a single swamp. Rook turret is fine. Retrieve the Espers, fine here as well. Definitely want to run Jill. Sleep magic, ice magic. Eject. I want to run Thieves Knife and eject, so maybe we can drop Freya. And let's check 9-12, so -1 swamp, +1 mountain. Okay, this is for the 41 card special version of this. I'm willing to give this one a go. Okay, then we have 2 monks. I can cut 1 monk's fist, but right now it's red mage's rapier, 2 monk's fist, 1 thief's knife, so that's 4. 2 called the mountain chocobo, that's 6. And there's a choco comet, that's 7. So -7, so it's 15 and 9. I'll try this one. This one is probably the most promising one of the bunch. But we do have a very poor pool here. That's a that one I can agree with. My pool, I don't know. If it's for noteworthy rares, mine's probably just as bad. Also, I would say that I would say my pool is already just as bad as yours, if not worse. So, world map on 1. Okay. If I draw a third land, I can kind of wait on this one. I can go Thieves Knife. I can go Monk's Fist, Thieves Knife first. I'm gonna do this right now. Let's get our one swamp out of the way. We can go Thieves Knife on tree. We're hoping to hit We're hoping to hit the land so that we can. Okay, alternate plan is we can go. If I hit them. Okay, I'm gonna do this first. And we're just gonna bolt this now. Yeah, the equipment is gonna So can we hit mana? That's the question. If our opponent has removal, okay, suplex, fine, get it out of the way too. You can see the animation there. So we whiffed on removal, on the land, so... Let's see if our opponent has another one. So this is, we get to draw cards. Opponent probably drops a big enough creature, in which case, yeah, I kind of wish I held that. Squall has first strike. And wow, we are whiffing on our land drop. We really just need to hit that one more. It has, and consistent first strike is quite annoying. I suspect our opponent just built around this one. This is a rare, if I'm not. Yeah, no. Compassion. Is this a rare or uncommon? This might be an uncommon actually. I'm trying to remember. If our opponent just goes for the equip, I'm going to actually just take. We're not punching through this anytime soon. If our opponent swings, I can double block just to get it off the board. So this is to equip, but it's not getting past this one, so... Oh. Well... So it makes it tap, but we go army in a can now. Our opponent has a very big... Really? Well, this is a common, I can... Attach for mana too. So, no, we take the hit. It's only until end of turn, so I can still swing past this one. Already on. I can actually just equip this to draw the card, but so I want to see if our opponent wants to block this. We do have our own suplex, so we have one way to clear this out. Okay, he's actually just trading. Nope, that makes sense. So this does have flashback. Yeah, but our opponent got theirs to line up. So let's see how he dumps it. Since I don't have any expensive spells in hand, I'm probably gonna just chump block Renoa, take the 4. But yeah, our opponent has beefy enough creatures, which is a bit of a concern for us. Yeah, we're probably gonna lose this one. There's a lightning bolt. just gonna take, which means I get to dump these two. That does become a 4/4, so we'll just have to see how our opponent decides to pump things. But our opponent's not running out of gas either, which is a problem. So pass the blocks. Let's save a bit of damage. This only gets +2/+0. Let's see if our opponent has any follow-up. So it gets +4/+4. Kinda greedy. Yeah, here we go down to 7, but yeah, we're still kind of dead here unless we can find... Yeah, the problem is that all our creatures are way too small. There's a rook for it. So now we have to hold back. At least we can re-equip this one. So whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on each cleric you control. I see the problem here. Yeah, we're not. Yeah, we're kind of way out. I would have to say that our pool was really bad to begin with, so we are struggling a bit from behind here. I still think getting this one was quite correct. Alternate things we could have done is waited, I guess. They draw a lot of cards because of this. So oh. Yeah, we also don't have any really big... We have one big finisher, but not much else. Yeah, we really need this. Oh, how many rare... Okay, this is so effed up. How many rares did our opponent run? Okay, not that many, but he's quite good as it is. 9 heart. Okay, we can concede now. Ah! Our opponent had a really good pool. No, I did not have fun in the match. Let's be honest. But that's the nature of sealed. You're gonna run into people with much better pools. You're gonna be hard pressed to say that you had fun when it's completely one-sided. No one is gonna admit that they had fun in that one. I guess card draw is an issue as well, so maybe brainstorm is the way to go. Okay, so definitely keeping this one. At least Hilgagus can save us a bit. Yeah, we want to save this one for later, so we keep this one. You have to remember, this is the bounce spell, so it's not necessarily... Okay, looks like our opponent is... Okay, opponent's really taking their time. Commuted Beavers is it's a really weird name, but it is actually quite a it's actually quite a good card for what it does. It has a big hit range. So next turn I can hold up Ice Magic, then we can drop Fuja. Partner. Okay, the interesting thing is I can return target creature, not permanent, so I could just bounce this to D-Tempo, or I can just wait for our opponent to. Now let's just D-Tempo our opponent now. Yeah, in hindsight I should have attacked, but I changed my mind. It happens. Yeah, Let's ball. Yeah, I'm gonna start taking lands off him. I'm gonna start offering. This one can kind of wait a little bit. Ooh, this is okay. Okay. Yeah. So offer. Now that said, this one is gonna. Yeah, it doesn't really do anything. Okay, watch me regret where I put this one. Technically, I could just call Chocobo again. I'm already starting to think maybe I want to make it heavier on black instead. Instead of blue, we could go heavier on black because this is our power card. We don't want to be making this splash, and it gives us access to a lot more removal. I think I'll make that adjustment later. Yeah, we kind of want more removal. I'm gonna adjust it that way. Sure. Yeah, the racetrack is a very good kid. Find this. As much as I want to remove this, this is a big. This is the more annoying card. I'm gonna offer. Yeah, I probably want to make adjustments. What would if I go for blue? My splash would be the blue Manowar instead. So I might actually want to hold back on my spells and just go for creatures while I wait for this to pick up. Now, what that said, our opponent could just have removal, and it's something you should expect. Yeah, okay. Okay. I talked myself into it. I am gonna convert this to black red splashing blue. I could even go black red straight, although it's just a bit unexciting. But the blue splash for a few cards might be worth it. Okay, now hear me out. The thing here is that not drawing cards yet. But hear me out. I am still making tokens. Watch your opponent have another removal spell. Oh, okay. So I want to wait for this, then start casting. Oddly enough, if our opponent corners us with black mages, I might sacrifice the hill giant. Yeah, oddly enough, this is not the legendary. This is eject. Okay. What will they eject? If they eject the hill giant, I'm fine with it. Okay. It's not the worst. It's not the greatest eject because of the haste. I'm free to just drop it again. Now the game truly begins. Yep, we're maining black this time. So yeah, if our opponent can't wipe these black mages, we are gonna just drop one of the spells and that's it. I forgot to get water. Oh, this is legendary, so our opponent, if they want to draw 2 cards, go for it. Yeah, that's the thing. This is a threat. These are threats. This one just gains treachery. Okay. Yeah, the black mages are gonna carry us, I hope. Okay, they had to draw goal. Okay, they had to crack the ball. Take the eyes, discard the card. Okay. Thankfully, this has some flash. No, that's it. There is one. Yeah, there you go. I would just. It's either that or just even the world map would do it. Yeah, I kind of want to rethink this now to add more, to shift towards more black. We don't have any. Okay, we want to make that change now. So the Sahagin payoff is very weak. Definitely still want this. Definitely want to retrieve the Esper because this gives us creatures over time. We can. Okay, let's first see what blue cards we can add here. So we're definitely adding these two. We're adding these two. I'm willing to add the fight on. Well, taunt. Yeah, let's add the Marlboro. It gives us cycling. So what do we end up cut? So we definitely want to cut 4. Keep that. I think we can cut the Rook turret. Sleep Magic still fine. This is a creature. Oh wow, we just added a lot more non-creature. The three. Oh, that's the problem. These are real non-creatures. So Sleep Magic has to go. Ice Magic has to go. Eject has to go. So our creature count realistically now is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so we have 16 creatures. We're down to 3 blue cards, so let's reset auto suggest lands again. 6, 12, that's about right. 7, 8. So I guess we can cut one of each of these. Just go for more mountains. Probably want to add one more creature, preferably in red, but this is not great. I guess I could add one in black. We are casting a lot of non-creature spells, so Shambling Seat can come in now. Okay, so we're gonna try this. We're gonna try this change here. We still have 3 blue cards, so that's where things can mess us up here. It's definitely a lot less consistent, though. We have a better shot at survivability just by having sheer volume of removal. That said, this is for mana. I have no way of casting this. This is gonna be my first cast. I think I mulligan this. Okay, we keep this one. We drop the Choco Comet because that's the most inefficient one of the bunch. So we have we can suplex or Monk's Fist into Jill. Okay, Monk's Fist first. Jill does require double blue for hurting. Effects? No, I'm just gonna swing with this one, see if our opponent's willing to trade. No trades. This one I'm not sure because this one has a free activated ability of just 3 life. That said, if our opponent decides to pay for it, I could just suplex the equipment. Oh, okay, they're not. So, definitely want this because I do want to flip Jill. Do I want to exile this? I kinda do. So this is where I'm crossing my fingers that our opponent doesn't have removal. Oh no. I only put one island? Okay, this is not... Okay, I need to rethink that one. Okay, I need to have a second. I need to have 2 islands at least now. Okay, so we can make that adjustment. I can cut 1 mountain. We are still in trouble. Yeah, I didn't realize that. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I forgot about this ability. Yeah, definitely. Ooh, one is island cycling. They do have the mana. They did have the trade. Oh, they're going to sacrifice the No, they're not. What do they need 5 mana for? Let's just see if this gets true. If it's counterspell, I'm fine with it. Removal, kind of fine with it too. Opponent doesn't realize that we don't have a way to... Opponent doesn't realize that we don't actually have a way to flip it as is. Technically, the Crossroads Village is the way around it. Ooh. Draw 1 card. This one will... Yeah, it's a trade. Yeah, having a lot of the flashback spells is kind of helpful here. Opponent just has their own Monk's Fist. Oh, they have a second Edgar? Wow. Oh, good for them. This is 7 mana. Yeah, time to start taking the mountains off the deck. Circle of Power. Okay. Oh, they have their own Retrieved Esper? Sure. Okay, now we can get blue, but let's see if we have a way for this. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I kind of want to hit my black mate. Take the chocobo. Wait, hold on. Let's do a check. If a creature died... Okay, so it doesn't matter how many creatures died. Okay, I'm hoping that we don't get blown out by removal. Okay, same stuff in Summoner Sanctum. So we're taking quite a bit of damage here. Okay, I do have to block with one of... The fact that I'm... Okay, so they get to keep one card. Definitely don't want them to have flying. They had a really good pool. Oh wait, they get to tap. Yeah, okay, that's... Wow. Okay, we just got locked out. Ah! Oh wait, I forgot this. I would have been able to block, but no. We just got locked out really hard. Ah! Okay, first things first, we need to have 2 islands. So let's fix that mistake, but I don't know if we're gonna get out of this. I do like this version better. Admittedly, it is a bit more flat. We lose out on a lot of 2-drops. Also, I've yet to draw a cornered by black mages. But yeah, that was a very broken pool. Our opponent had it super consistent. Okay, so we can go Sabotender into Suplex or... Much we will Sabotender. I am not waiting to find out. And the exile helps. I like that it's cheap. Oh, one's just taking it. Okay. same offer. It is 4 to equip, so it moving it into that is a problem. I'm gonna swing with this one. And this is +2/+2 for each artifact you control. I'm waiting for the other shoe. Well, ooh, okay. They do have an item shop heap. That does something. It looks like our opponent is not. And we did hit the land. Opponent is gonna have to block that now. Oh, they have an Iron Giant. Oh, we have a Lightning Bolt. I feel so bad. No, I don't. We got it. Okay. What's this? Suspect Final Fantasy is a Prince format. I'm currently I'm leaning towards agreeing, with the exception of the Landfall deck. The other decks can kind of, the Landfall deck can kind of function on its own quite easily, but you do need a lot of uncommons there. Some of the other ones, it's a good point in that I don't see a reason to go to any of the other decks unless you see something really powerful. Okay, missing blue. Honestly, I feel like I want to mull this, but because it looks like I'm just gonna end up cycling the Hill Gigas. Yeah, I would say it's a 70% Prince format. This might be the worst keep ever. Hey, not too bad. We do have a Champion Seed. But I am going to... Well, if our opponents are going to commune with Beavers, it does mean we have time. Ooh, our opponent is going for the ramp and and giving up on the creature. Oh, okay, they need the mana that badly. So based on the situation, I can actually just go Choco Comet instead of Lightning Bolt. So I'd rather just drop the Genome Sorcerer. Our opponent went out of their way to ramp into this. Into an Urge Pistol. Okay, I guess we're going... Remember, we need the 1 black if we want to keep getting this back to hand. It's still something as bad as it is. You just need to sandbag a bit. So the problem is if they have a way to give trample, then I'm just dead. And this is only distribute counters, so there's no trample right yet. Okay, they're going for the wyvern. Into a toad, which is about to become really large. Of course, you swing with it. I guess I can cycle for one more land just to make. Oh yeah, I definitely want to cycle for one more land. I want to make sure I can snipe the toad. Well, Sephiroth's intervention also does it. Okay, so I'm crossing my fingers that our opponent doesn't have trample because I have the intervention in hand already. And I went out of that way because this is a lot harder to kill. That's fine. That is still an 8-8. Well, first things first, I do have to snipe this one. And I also... Okay. And oh yeah, Thief Knife is also a non-creature spell. Got him. Yeah, yeah, definitely that was. Still haven't drawn a cornered by mages yet. Yeah, opponent's in for the long game. So are we. But yeah, I also have the Cactuar in my pool. Did not see a good reason to run it. That said, our opponent was in the best color combination to. Was in the best color combination for it. Okay, world map to grab blue. Okay. Okay, so suplex is an option. We will pass. Yeah, resolving. It is, yes, it does put the fear in you. That's for sure. Okay, time to track for blue. Learn from our mistake. Make sure you have more than one blue source because we do want to flip kill. Yes, I credit your credits due on that one. Paladin's Arms. 3-2 with Ward 1. 4-3 with Ward. Hold on, it's Ward, right? So Ward 1. Okay, making sure there's no secret stuff there. If we can hit another blue mana, that'd be great. Otherwise, I just go Kuja Genome Sorcerer. What series is this from? Oh, never mind. No more Jill. Into a ride, but so we're gonna hold on to our speakers for a while. Yeah, we're gonna take our opponent to Marlborough. Well, not more. We're taking our opponent to Marlborough Country. Bard's Bow! 3-3. Oh, I like the tunes. Opponent equips it to make it a 4-4, so... Well, I can... Force our opponent to respond to this. And this is juicy enough that our opponent has to... Oh, they're actually taking it. This will take them... Oh, if our opponent gets to dump this into a 6-5, well, this will still punch through it. If not, I should... Oh yeah, I will max out a tree of these. Assuming no other wizards. This is 4 to equip. So they're casting something else if you're actually spending the mana, thinking about the mana to spend. Chocobo kick. Okay. Okay, there you go. 5-5. If our opponent can swing. Then we'll destroy the crystal fragments because that's the cheaper one. Okay, so if our opponent can't gain life, we can Marlborough wins it for us. Yeah, we left. Remind me to buy the season pass. The Chocobo pet is cute. Yes, okay. I'll remind you to buy the season pass next week. I'll ask again. For me, buying the season pass has been kind of a default. You kind of just make it back and then some. We're actually doing quite well. 4 wins is quite respectable. You still want 6 wins to make your entry fee back, but considering this is sealed, we're kind of doing well, all things considered. Though we have yet to transform Jill, we have transformed Kuja, so there is that. We have the hill Gigas. This is the only reason I'm keeping this. But you can see that we do get a bunch of missed opportunities as a result. Finally, we drew our cornered by Black Mage. So we corner our by black mages our opponent's first creature. I kind of want to play the seed, but it ETB's cap. I might not get that sequence. Well, I might still play it depending what our opponent does. Okay, we get to play the seed. Our opponent is taking their turn. We need 2 mana though. Also, our opponent is okay. I guess it is a land. Ooh. Just get out of the way. Also, this is the first game where I actually drew these, so I am going to make the most out of it. Also, by playing the first one, our opponent kinda doesn't expect the second one. But this is an obnoxious octopus. Okay, lose token, which is fine. Where the removal suite starts coming in. Okay, so the draft token is worth the cost of the pass. Yeah, that's a definite. Okay, so yeah, we'll play the Call the Mountain Chocobos because I want to hit the land for Sabo Tender. Opponent might want to remove something. Okay, okay, we're gonna do it anyway. But now I have the backup if I need to. Suplex is a sorcery, so that's something. Yeah, they don't expect the second one. There is a syncopate, but they're syncopating for 0. And we don't get to play it this turn. It barely showed up, but I can say that the time it did show up, it mattered, so I'm okay with it. Let's just play this one. If you have a syncopate, go for it. Okay, cool. So, okay, they lost the limit break. They lost a Marlboro. They lost a direct. Our opponent is kind of dry on creatures, if I may say so. Sure. Okay, they gained the life back, so there is that. Yeah, we need to replay this. I'm so tempted to play the suplex just to get the extra damage in, but we're gonna need to be patient. Because our opponent is awfully... overkill. But it's still in our graveyard. We can get it back. They hit their second blue mana into us. Ooh. Nice. Okay, so 6 damage. This is Ward 2. if the opponent is slow, the seat actually does quite a lot of work. And now we have a good suplex target. Opponent goes sleep magic. Finally, they have an answer for it. Yeah, we're gonna hold back a bit now. If our opponent has removal, we're gonna force them to use it. Let's see if no, they don't. We got there. It's now whether it's a prince or the rares are really good. That's for certain. But yeah, so it's gonna be a question on removal. So black is gonna be a bit of a highlight color in that sense because that's the one thing that's keeping everything in check. Though it's a shame that black is only good. It feels like black is only good as the non-creature spells deck. It really wants them black mages, and it's not getting much of anything else otherwise. Here we go. Let's see if we can get our 6th win. Okay, so fist into seats. There's also the Sad Choco Comet X1 if we have to. Yeah, it seems like there's enough time that there is enough time for these land cyclers to actually function. So could be okay, syncopate. Yep, syncopate. What's bound to happen? Also, we're quite close that I don't want to cycle. When it giving up value just to search for the land. Well, I guess the syncopate was a good hit. I kinda take it back. This one is slightly better only because but this is sealed. Everything by nature is slower. We'll see if things change. So when it has a start in town. Wow, they're really. Okay, we get to save our conquered by black mages a bit. I'm gonna do this one first. Okay, which do we lose? Okay, lose the Chocobo. Ooh, which one do I want to take? This is a land check. This one will go away. So we're gonna pass. But we did use up most of our removals, so that is a... Okay, maybe we should not get this. Oh, they went to draw a card. Okay. That is gonna fly next turn, so that isn't. But at least we're not taking from here, but we are gonna be taking from here. I can snipe it with Light of Judgment. I want to see if our opponent fights. I like your thought process, but yeah. So let's see. Opponent probably still has creatures. They had a very normal deck, all things considered. This one, tap target. Okay, they can actually start paying to tap. Do I want to play this? No. I guess we just retrieve the Esper. It'll be annoying if they have a syncopate, but at least. Oh, they actually let it slip. Okay. Well, I guess pay. Okay, they get to transform, but they do need a creature crew. Okay, and they're short on that. Hold on. Target non-land permanent. Hey, they're definitely gonna pay now. Wizard with the fisticuffs. Well, there was that one episode of Free Rent. I'll just leave it at that. If you have to punch, you have to punch. No, this one can crew this one. Enchantment creatures you control, but it's only on your turn. Steel Giant, so that's a neat trick. No more other enchantments. This does have a finality counter. Because my other plan is just Chocobo into Jill. But what the... Oh, but the lifelink is going to be a problem. Okay, I see the issue. And this will be able to give this flying. I am not going to be able to attack. That's a given. If they do get to replay this, so they will get the lifelink. Yeah, we're probably. Let's say they hit us for 8 up in the air. Our hope is target creature can't be blocked this turn. That doesn't do much. Tap all lands. Okay, so actually doesn't quite help us in this situation. Actually, making this unblockable would be really nice. Okay, so we'll hold on to it for now. Though it just means that they start paying the other end. I don't mind that. So that still has lifelink, but it also has flying as well, so that's gonna be a pain. But if they don't have any other creature, if all they can do is just equip the bow, Sorbill one. Okay, they can still equip, but they are looking for something else to keep the board up. Otherwise, this will run them over. I do need my other cornered by black mages, or just any other removal spell. Suplex would even be fine if just taking out the vehicle. Oh, okay, they're digging. We still have 4 mana left. So we're gonna see if they have a creature. Also, it will take up most of their mana, so I can just flip Jill at that point. Take them down to 1. And we'll play Green Brand, but maybe that's super greedy. I probably should not have played that. White Merchant. You're just gonna go for it. Well, yeah, it draws you a card. And yeah, they need to pretty much remove my entire board. Fat Chocobo is not gonna do it. Yep, they figured it out. Woo, that was actually close. That was actually close. That was actually cool. Yeah, some of the mythics are there. If anything, the presence of war just made edict effects more powerful. I think it also hurt our opponent that we got our gems back. It also hurt our opponent that they only had 1 saga. Now, granted, the saga they brought back was a good one. For that situation, it really changed the tempo in the battle a lot. Ooh, this is super risky. Like 2 turns and to a Thief's Knife, and I have no idea if I can play anything else. It's my last game. I'll just keep this. No, I don't want to play this turn 2 if I can help it. And I won't. The ward one's a bit annoying. Oh wow, they got a lot of these rods? I think it's a bit expensive to equip, but it's still gonna be a problem. Yeah, that is a very good sequence. I'm concerned our opponent just has straight up removal. I kind of want to just play. Yeah, I kind of just want to play this. Set up our mana. Get stuff ready. So that way I can do rapier into. The edict effects are yes. Now this is the flip side. So you can say that the format is kind of balanced. It's not. It's not that the matchups are balanced, but there are some cases where the matchups are pretty strong and the matchups are pretty weak. We'll take. That's a good. That's actually a very good point there. Yeah. Makes sense. I am gonna start reducing the number of creatures they have. But that said, this is a puny 1/1. I am priced into double blocking. And that's not the worst thing to happen. This is Ward 1, right? Yeah, that's a bit of feel bad if our opponent has something big on the follow-up. They're not even paying to equip. That means they have something else. Sell? Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I guess I did this. Next turn, we start calling Mountain Chocobo to fill up the gaps. That is an incentive if I saw one. I cannot take the 6, unfortunately. So I do have to double block if he does it. Yeah, time to start filling up the board. Now we just need to hit. Well, we lost all our rares, so now we just need to hit our other creatures. I do like our opponent's deck. Unfortunately, I have to do it like this. But I also still have to hold back because our opponent is still threatening quite a bit. Oh, this is gonna be so annoying. And this is not the time to be flooding. Okay, so I do call. on. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this takes me down to 4. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12 out. We still have 5 more lands. So we're 75% to draw something else, but it's a little bit hairy. Thankfully, it's Trample and Lifelink, but it keeps coming back face up. When I can just dump a bunch of equipment here. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep losing creatures. Unless I can suplex Vincent. Now here's... okay. Now here's the flip side. I could just take this. Not quite. The rod makes it kind of lethal. Yeah, it's just that it keeps coming back. This is a very suplex, but I lose to this one. I do have a shot. So need a land. Let's hope. Oh, I should have played for double blue. I should have played for double black. I might have hit corner. Oh, I goofed up. And yeah, that's enough. Oh, I goofed up. I tapped the wrong mana. Yeah, I didn't have really. 4, 5. Yeah, it's game. Yeah, Crystal Fragments is also kind of cheap, and just casting that would have been enough. Ooh, we made the mistake there. Well, yeah, I was already like thinking in the back. Oh, I probably should drop this other one for Cornered by Mages. Oh, and that turned out. But still, 6 wins is pretty good. I'll take it. Almost there, but yeah, at least you can say that one is of our own making. It's a bit sad. Anyway, so pretty good. Lots of packs overall. That's gonna be it for this episode of Magic Arena Run. Nice Nature's Claim. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. Pretty much enjoying Final Fantasy for what it is. Yeah. Hey, BB. And mechanically, it's still Magic, no matter how you put it. So it's just that it's nice to see that the system can handle a lot of other things. Jill was okay. Was pretty good for what she did. Never really got to transform her. I was kind of threatening to do so. Carpet of Flowers. Okay. Absolute Virtue. Probably not that great. Can't be countered. You have protection from each of your opponents. Now that said, there are a lot of the good edict effects do target the opponent, but there are some that is each opponent. So like cheating out an Absolute Virtue is probably not that bad. Anyway, anyway, thank you Jericho Lagan for tuning in. That was a pretty good match, if I may say so. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Take care. God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone. Take care.